Okay. Are we? Oh, no, that's right. We're having a meeting next week. We're skipping the meeting the week thereafter. That's right. Should we announce that? Or
It's next week.
I won't
gonna
be
put
here
it-
next week. Or no, next week we'll announce it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Nice car.
I just don't like, I don't never like the Maroons, but
Press release in the paper too.
Okay,
We're on
okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay, welcome everyone. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Father's prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Thank you, everyone. Madam Clerk, roll, please.
Mr. Bernard.
Here.
Mr. Malloy.
here,
Mr. Hernandez.
Here. Please call roll. Here. Next public workshop will be held on Tuesday, June 10th at 10:30 a.m. A regular meeting will be held on Wednesday, June 11th at 10:30 a.m. Madam Clerk?
Item number 1 is to dispense with reading the minutes of the workshop session dated May 28th, 2025, and the regular meeting dated May 29th, 2025, and accept and approve the video recordings of both meetings as the official meeting minutes.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes,
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 2 is to approve the bills.
Motion to approve?
second,
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
yes,
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 3 is to approve additional appropriations.
Motion to approve?
second,
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
yes,
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 4 is to approve transfer of appropriations.
Motion to approve?
second that,
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
yes,
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 5 is to adopt a resolution to proclaim June 7th, 2025 as Tourette Syndrome Awareness Day in Trumbull County, Ohio, in conjunction with National Tourette Syndrome Awareness Month, being observed annually from May 15th through June 15th. This period is dedicated to raising awareness about Tourette syndrome, its impact, and the needs of individuals living with the condition, and to advocate for better understanding and support.
Motion to approve?
second that,
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
yes,
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes. And we have Brittany Wolf here. Brittany, we had a great conversation yesterday. We want to welcome you and thank you for what you do and your diligence in helping those with the Tourette syndrome. With that, I'm going to read the resolution by the Board of Trumbull County Commissioners. Proclaim June 7, 2025, Tourette Syndrome Awareness Day. Whereas the Tourette Association of America designates June 7, 2025 as Tourette Syndrome Awareness Day. And whereas Tourette syndrome is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects children, adolescents, and adults. This condition is characterized by sudden involuntary movements and/or sounds called tics. Tics can range from mild, inconsequential to moderate and severe, and are disabling in some cases. And whereas it is estimated that a little over 52,000 children under the age of 18 may have Tourette syndrome or another tic disorder just in Ohio alone. Motor tics are movements. Simple motor tics include, but are not limited to, eye blinking, facial grimacing, jaw movements, head bobbing, jerking, shoulder shrugging, neck stretching, and arm jerking. And whereas vocal tics produce sound. Simple vocal tics include, but are not limited to, sniffing, throat clearing, grunting, hooting, and shouting. Complex vocal tics are words or phrases that may or may not be recognizable, but that are consistently occur out of context. In 10 to 15% of cases, the words may be inappropriate. An example, swear words, ethnic slurs, or other socially unacceptable words or phrases. This type of vocal tic, called coprolalia, I think that's right, I hope, is often portrayed or mocked in the media as common symptom of Tourette syndrome. And whereas Tourette syndrome and tics disorders combined are estimated to occur more than 1 in 50 school-age children in the United States, it is estimated that 50% are going undiagnosed. The reported prevalence for those who have been diagnosed with Tourette is lower than the true number, most likely because tics often go unrecognized. Tic syndrome affects all races, ethnic groups, and ages, but is 3 to 4 times more common in boys than girls. And now, therefore, be it further resolved that the Board of Trumbull County Commissioners proclaim June 7th, 2025 as Tourette Syndrome Awareness Day in Trumbull County, Ohio. Please take time to get to know someone affected by Tourette syndrome and look beyond their disability to see what he or she has to offer. And with that, Brittany, we would like you to come up and take a picture. Could we give Brittany a round of applause, please? I would not know. I would not know. So, thank you. You're very welcome. You're both welcome to stay if you'd like, but if not, you got things to do like swimming today. Well, all right. Thank you, guys. Okay, Madam Clerk.
Item number 6 is to authorize the clerk of the Board of Trumbull County Commissioners to advertise for sealed bids for the furnishing of all labor, materials, and equipment necessary to furnish delivery and printing of optical scan paper ballot pages for use by the Trumbull County Board of Elections.
Motion to approve?
I'll second.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 7 is to authorize the clerk of the Board of Commissioners to advertise for bids for the furnishing of all labor, material, and equipment necessary for the new security fencing, Court of Appeals of Ohio, 11th Appellate District, in accordance with project specifications.
Motion to approve.
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 8 is to receive and record on the Journal for record purposes the letter from the Trumbull County Treasurer dated May 29th, 2025, stating an estimate of the aggregate amount of public monies that might be available for deposit as active monies at any one time during the next 4-year period, and to adopt the following resolution estimating the probable amount of active deposits, $210 million for the next succeeding 4-year period commencing August 31st, 2025 and ending August 30th, 2029.
Motion to approve.
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 9 is to set July 30th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. as the date and time of the meeting to be held by the Board of Commissioners for the purpose of designating its public depositories of active monies for the next succeeding 4-year period commencing August 31st, 2025 to August 30th, 2029, and to notify all eligible institutions that might desire to be designated as such public depositories of the July 30th, 2025 meeting date, which date is when the designation is to be made, the amount of $210 million, which is estimated to be available for deposit. The date of June 30th, 2025 is the first date on which applications may be submitted, and the date of July 18th, 2025 at 4 p.m. is the last day and time which applications may be submitted, and to authorize the Board of Commissioners clerk to publish a notice for applications to be designated as a public depository of Trumbull County, Ohio.
Motion to approve.
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 10 is to approve or deny the bridge name change of Warren City Number 1 Bridge.
Motion
Structure,
to approve?
I'll second the motion to approve.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 11 is to receive and place on file for record purposes the 2024 annual report for the Warren Municipal Court as submitted by the Honorable Judge Patricia Knapp and the Honorable Judge Natasha Nadel, and to forward a copy of said report to the Trumbull County Auditor.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 12 is to receive and place on file the monthly activities report for the Trumbull County Dog Kennel for the month of April 2025.
Motion to approve?
Second that.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 13 is to concur with the county engineer to close the roadways as listed. Burnett East Road, County Highway 96A in the city of Warren, and Stoddard Hayes Road, Township Highway 249A, Johnston Township.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 14 is to concur with the county engineer to grant the right-of-way permits requested by the companies and resident listed, and Bridge Gas Ohio, AT&T, George Beatty Marsh, Ohio Department of Natural Resources.
Motion to approve.
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 15 is to approve and retroactively execute a fair housing agreement between the Board of Trumbull County Commissioners and Community Legal Aid Services, Inc., related to the Project Year 2024 Community Housing Impact and Preservation CHIP Program Grant, BC 24-1CS1, for the term of December 1st, 2024 to December 31st, 2027.
Motion to approve.
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 16 is to authorize Rick Hernandez, President, to sign a notice to proceed letter for Escajeda REB LLC doing business as Alex Restoration and Masonry Repairs for the Emmanuel Community Care Center Masonry and Window Project funded through Project Year 2023 CDBG Community Development Program. Contract is in the amount of $101,000, was awarded by the Board of Commissioners on April 23rd, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 17 is to appoint Mr. William McCoskey, P.E., Chief Project Engineer, to the remainder of the three-year term on the State Capital Improvements Program District 6 Ohio Public Works Integrating Committee that was vacated by Mr. Scott Verner, P.E., who is no longer employed by Trumbull County. Mr. McCoskey is hereby appointed as the alternate on the committee to complete the three-year term, which will expire in 2027.
Motion to approve.
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 18 is to adopt an improvement resolution determining to proceed with the construction of the Sheridan Drive sanitary sewer improvements, known as County Project Number 5-S-23 for the Trumbull County Combined Sanitary Sewer District in Vienna Township, and to authorize the Board of Trumbull County Commissioners Clerk to advertise for sealed bids for construction of said project.
Motion to approve?
Second that.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 19 is to adopt an improvement resolution determining to proceed with the construction of the Pendleton-Gilmer Sanitary Sewer Improvements Project, known as County Project Number 6-S-22 for the Trumbull County Combined Sanitary Sewer District in Warren Township, and to authorize the Board of Trumbull County Commissioners Clerk to advertise for sealed bids for construction of said project.
Motion to approve?
Second the motion.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 20 is to adopt a resolution to proclaim June 9th through June 15th, 2025 as Men's Health Week in Trumbull County, Ohio, in conjunction with the National Men's Health Month. Men's Health Month encourages men to prioritize their physical and mental health needs and encourage living healthier lifestyles.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 21 is to approve the personnel actions for the employment of a total of 9 candidates for the Trumbull County Department of Job and Family Services. The prospective employees, their positions, and the rates of compensation are specified below. The candidates would begin employment on Monday, June 23rd, 2025, will receive full benefits and will serve a 9-month probationary period for the Department of Job and Family Services. And I'll read the list of employees. Jordan Domes, Roberta Sycon, Elizabeth Shantz, Jennifer Evans, Rashida Hakim, Rondalyn Hamerick, Barbara Fonderlin, Angela Prevost, Carrie Grimm.
Motion to approve.
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, before we get to the last agenda item, which is executive session, I would ask, as per requested by our sanitary engineer at a meeting, we can go to public discussion now, because when we come back from this, if there's no more pending action from us, rather than make them wait. If you want to go to discussion now, I have no problem with that.
Yes, we could go to discussion if you'd like.
Is that okay, Mr. Bernard?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we will open it up for discussion. If anybody would like to enter the podium here, please give us your name, reason for being here.
Hi, my name is Nancy Ritz, and I'm from Warren Township. I just have a couple questions for things that one is a concern and one is an answer, hopefully we can have. If the appeal is lost and the dam is removed in Levittsburg, I'd like to know if Metro Parks has told us what will become of Canoe City and our park. Did they plan to return it to the condition that it was in, reopen the boat ramp and have that little park there, which is a nice little area, in our township? Or are they going to abandon it and just leave it a mess? They seem to they want to open more parks, they want to buy more property. They don't have the money to maintain what they already have, so I don't understand their wanting, to buy additional parks and expand in other areas of the county. So I was wondering, did they plan to abandon us and, leave it to deteriorate just like they did the little log home in Braceville that's just become a real mess? Anyways, I just want to know what's going to happen to our once vibrant but quaint Canoe City. Have they ever stated what the plans are for that? Do you know?
Well, Mrs. Ritz, I don't have those answers. I don't know if the commissioners,
Through discussion, I believe they will reopen Canoe City up again when they're done with the equipment there. That's kind of the ground zero for where they're storing equipment. And part of the reasoning they state for bringing the dam down is to increase canoeing traffic there in a safe manner. So I would imagine that they would move forward with that. There are other rumors floating around the community, unfounded, about potentially other canoe liveries opening up. We're looking into that right now, but we'll see what happens down the road. But it seems that they have stated that, I believe that will be reopened for the public when they're done.
Okay, thank you. The other concern I have is, and I've wondered about this for several years, everywhere that you enter or exit the bypasses off of Route 5, that big grassy area that's in between is always maintained and looks really nice. Well, several years ago, the one in Warren Township at Homeview started looking like a dumping ground, piles of dirt, maybe concrete or whatever. And I thought when they repaved the bypass, that once they were done with that, that they would come in and maintain that area. They have not. It looks like a dumping ground. And my question is, why is it not being maintained? And as I'm sure that our township representatives can't really have much influence over how that's maintained or taken care of, but can you? Because, it's just another one of those areas where I feel that Leavittsburg, Warren Township always gets put on the back burner, like many of our residents say and have said for years, and I've said it myself in trying to get the sidewalk projects done. We are the ugly little redheaded stepchild of Trumbull County and of the state. So I wonder if we could make some attempt to have them come in and clean that up so that it's not an eyesore and people can quit and will stop saying, what the heck, it's just Leavittsburg.
Well, Ms. Ritz, as a township trustee in Hubbard Township, we had the same issue when you exit Interstate 80 onto 62 near Truck World. They were dumping dirt. They were dumping. A lot of times that comes from their projects that they're, that they're doing, and I don't know if they need to fill the void there, or if maybe at some point in time they level that out. But my question is that county or is that state?
That's state.
That'd be ODNR. Or no, I'm sorry,
ODOT.
that'd be the Department of Transportation, ODOT.
But
And-
you, as our commissioners, could you contact them and
Yes.
say, this is really an eyesore
Yes.
in
I'd
our,
have no problem with us at least making a phone call to, because I know exactly where you're talking, and it's been that way for years. You know, then one thing moves out, another thing moves in, and then there's logging trucks, or I've seen railroad ties and everything else stored there. But it is like the entrance to your community, very close to the dam area.
It's,
And it's something that doesn't look real appealing when you get off. I understand what you're saying.
I imagine there's, and it brings up a good point that, there's a lot of areas where that is happening. And as I mentioned, Hubbard Township is one of them. So I think maybe we would probably behoove the commissioners to make those calls. And concerning your, township, in addition to other townships, hey, it's the state, but, you're dumping this stuff. Why don't you, find an area or make it more presentable? You're coming into our townships and it's looking like
well,
a
it
dump.
looks like it always looks like there's going to be some kind of construction going on and there isn't.
I agree.
If I may say something, it definitely is the state's responsibility and maybe even the contractor. I think when they started doing that, they used it for bridge repair, and then when they repaved the roads and that, and then they just never go back in and put it back to where it should be, and, go back in, reseed it, and put the grass back in there where it needs to be.
We all know
And-
that would not
and,
take place. in now.
and what we should do as a Board of Commissioners is send a letter to ODOT asking them to please, let's put it back to.
Or even better than that, Commissioner, we have a meeting in 2 weeks with Nick Santucci. And he's asking us to meet for what our concerns are in the county. And I would ask we put that on the list, and he is the Senate or the Representative Whip, Majority Whip, which gives him a little more pull, and maybe we can ask him to sign on the letter with us for ODOT to ask that they keep that
But
going.
I agree with that, but I think just going to District 4 would be a lot easier and faster if we could do that. Just call up there to the deputy director and just, let them know our concerns about that. I think we can definitely follow up with our representative, but if we make a simple phone call, I think we can get an answer very quickly from them, and see if we can't see where that's at.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, Ms. Ritz. Okay. Any other comments? Gary, do you have things to sign? Commissioners? Oh, you're very welcome.
That's
It's-
the Gary Newbrow clause.
Yeah, constructive criticism. Okay, Commissioner, do you want to?
I make a motion to enter an executive session pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code 12122G1 to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official.
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Okay, thank you all.
Mr. Danzo, are you gonna
Stuff doesn't get any easier, Raymond. Doesn't get any easier. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to reconvene from executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 12122 G1 to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official.
All right, second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
And I'd like to make a motion to adjourn
You don't
without
have
a wildlife report.
no wildlife report?
One too long of an executive session.
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes. Okay.